Wine wiped her brow, her heart pounding as she positioned herself for the next serve. The volleyball match was at its peak, both teams aiming for victory. She had been holding her own, playing hard, determined to prove herself. She needed to win this match at all costs. It neared its end. The gymnasium was full with a huge audience. She could hear loud cheers from such a distance. One could see the victory. Last serve, last ball. Her team needed to score. And the moment the ball came and fell out of bounds, it was victory. The referee blew the whistle to announce the victory, but then came a yell. Cheater. It was loud. The whole cheering of the crowd died. Everyone went silent. Ryan turned, finding Ashley, the opposing team captain, standing with her arms crossed. Ashley, the ball didn't fall out of bounds. You used your body to cover the view from the referee. It was definitely inside the field. Ryan's stomach twisted with disgust, anger, and humiliation. What the hell was she talking about? Ryan, it's not true. Ashley, you have been bending the rules this whole game. I saw you. Everyone saw you. Referee, we will have to see through it. Ryan, it's not even true. Murmurs started to ripple through the crowd, whispers turning to judgment. The ones who were supposed to cheer for her victory turned against her just like that. It haunted her. The whispers haunted her. She didn't cheat. She could stay confident through it, but her anxiety ruined it all. Her past experience, always standing at the edge of whispers and judgment, ruined things for her. She's always been a subject to bullying. When she was tired of it, she found herself some courage and asked help from that one person nobody dared to mess with or even talk with. A forbidden name, a shadow, whom everybody fears. Jungkook. She asked him to fake date her in front of everyone. Nobody would dare mess with a girl who belonged to him, and in return she promised to help him with his studies. He agreed. "You're playing with fire," was all he said that day as he agreed to the arrangement. The words stung, pressing against old wounds. It was never about the game. It was about her. It was always about her. Although the bullying stopped, but things like this would come once in a while, triggering her anxiety again. A shove caught her off guard. Ashley pushed her shoulder roughly, making her stumble back. Ashley, admit it. You can't win fair. You. The whispers turned loud. loud enough for them to finally hear what was everybody talking about. They were not talking against Ryan, they were actually directed towards Ashley. And when she realized that, she stopped pushing Ryan. It was obvious what was going on. She messed with the Jones girl. She was a lost case. There was no saving her. He had been there, hidden within the shadows. Nobody knew, but when he stepped out, the crowd murmurs and murmurs died. Nobody spoke. Nobody dared. Ah, right. He had to be there to support his girl's match. That was what it seemed like to the world, except for it was real. Ashley took a step back, just one, just enough to show she wasn't confident anymore. Jungkook's hands were in his pockets, but the tension in his stance made it clear. He didn't need to strike fear. His voice was calm, too calm. JK, proof. Ashley, what? JK, there are 100 people in the crowd. At least one of them has to have it recorded. Bring that recording to me. Ashley, I can't possibly. JK, and remember this. He stepped forward. His tall figure loomed over her like a fortress, frightening, threatening her entire life, ready to burn her down to ashes. JK, bring the video might prove your lie, which probably won't be as bad as not finding a video at all. You cannot escape me. I will show you how it is to crash spots with me. You have 10 minutes. Silence. Ashley's confidence shattered. She ran towards the crowd with trembling legs begging for the video. She didn't even care about her lie anymore, but nobody helped her. No one in their right mind would. They messed with his girl, and he took it personally. JK, you okay? He ignored Ashley and placed his hand on Wine's cheek. Wine, in return, held his hand and quietly moved in his embrace. She needed that warmth and sense of protection. Even if it was fake, she needed it to calm her anxiety. Jungkook was the perfect man for that. He held her in his embrace, and that only strengthened her position in the eyes of everybody. When the time passed by, Jungkook didn't move Wine out of his embrace at all. In fact, the victory for Wine's team was announced, and he successfully got Ashley suspended not only from the volleyball team, but he was going to make sure she could never pursue volleyball as her career ever. Her whole life was met with dirt right there. Vine let out a breath she hadn't realized she was holding. This was why she caught with him. His protection, his dominance, the fact that with him, no one could touch her. The gym had emptied after. the game. Someone's career was over because of her. Yeah, she just didn't care anymore. She was done being a target her whole life. Actually got what she deserved, and at this point, one could care less. She pushed into the changing room, pressing her back against the cool lockers. Wine, how long are you going to stand there? She didn't have to turn around to know he was leaning against the door. Jungkook stepped forward. He walked slowly, stalking almost, until he was standing just close enough to make her pulse quicken. Wine, you handled that well, she muttered, trying to sound unaffected. Jungkook placed his one hand against the locker beside her, caging her in. Take it. Am I getting praised for doing my job right? Fine. That's what we agreed upon. Your protection. Wine swallowed, her breath hitching as his fingers brushed against her jaw. Take it. Yeah, we did. But here's the thing, baby. It's not fake for me. Her eyes widened, his thumb traced slightly over her bottom lip. Take it. You're mine, and I don't like sharing. He continued, his body pressing just close enough to steal the space between them. Wine, you're serious. All of the memories flood back into her brain. All those times they had to act together in public. Not as she thought back about it, he seemed genuine. His moves were too good to be fake. Jaike, drive with me. For real this time. She turned her head slightly, and their noses brushed. His lips hovered over hers, not demanding, not forcing, just there. One exhaled, feeling his warmth, the way he had made the entire gym kneel to his presence just for her. Her hands found his hoodie, gripping it lightly. Fine, okay, she whispered. Jungkook smiled against her lips, then he kissed her. And this time, nothing about it was fake.